Hi guys, so I'm going to read Incredible Hulk number 256. This was recommended to me by TL. Before I start the video, I gotta give a warning, a sensitivity warning, I guess, because this deals with the Israel-Palestine conflict. So yeah, it's not, just be in mind that it talks about that, and there's some sensitive topics in this comic. But anyway, let's get started with the video. So, The Incredible Hulk. Power and peril in the promised land. In the promised land. Caught in the heart of a nuclear explosion, victim of gamma radiation gone wild, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner now finds himself transformed in times of stress into 7 feet, 1,000 pounds of unfettered fury, the most powerful creature to ever walk the earth. Stan Lee presents The Incredible Hulk. Bill Mantlo, writer. Sal Buscema, artist. Jim Novak, letters. Bob Sharon, colors. Alan Milgrom, editor. Jim Shooter, editor-in-chief. Power in the Promised Land. Colonel Glenn Talbot, commander of Gamma Base, has fought many battles, faced many foes, but none has filled him with as much fear as these grim civilians seated on a United States Congressional Committee. It says, special thanks to Belinda Glass for the name and concept of Sabra. So there's like an Israeli superhero. That's her first appearance. Colonel Talbot, will you please explain to this committee just why the United States government should continue to fund your Gamma Base? When, in all the years of its existence, it has never succeeded in its primary objective, the capture or curing of the Incredible Hulk. Colonel Glenn Talbot is a man under fire in a war of words, stage on a shifting battleground of political expediency, where budgets substitute for bullets. Being a soldier, he does not complain but fights back as best he can. Regardless of whether Gamma Base has produced results or not, Congresswoman Messenger, the Hulk is still a national menace. The slideshow. Colonel, we have all been hearing that story for years from you military men. I do not impugn the integrity of your mission. I merely question the way in which you all are going about it. Your predecessor, General Thaddeus Ross, suffered a nervous collapse recently, didn't he, Colonel? Thunderbolt Ross spent a good portion of his life chasing down the Hulk, without much help from congressional doves, sir. We respect your loyalty to a superior officer, Colonel, but I must urge you to watch your tone, or I shall have to cite you for contempt of Congress. Colonel Talbot stifles a response as a slide of Project Greenskin, the original Hulkbuster base, flashes on the screen. It revives memories among members of the audience as well. They're really waking your ex-husband over the coals, Betty. Glenn's being blamed for excesses he inherited from my father's command, Rick. Rick Jones and Betty Ross could no more miss these hearings than they could deny participation in the story of the man-monster men call the Hulk. Project Greenskin was a purely military operation, Colonel. Yet it too failed to subdue the Hulk. Blast it! The Hulkbuster base was archaic. Gamma Base superseded it. Instead of catching the Hulk, we concentrated on gamma ray research in the hopes of curing him. Neither approach seems to have been effective, Colonel. Indeed, our records show that all this here gamma-ray research has accomplished precious little, except maybe turn a respected psychiatrist into a green-haired bodybuilder. Dr. Leonard Sampson exposed himself to gamma radiation without authorization, Congressman.
Exactly. There seems to be an awful lot of anarchy rampant at Gamma Base, Colonel Talbot, and an awful lot of money being spent for dubious purposes.
Congresswoman Messenger, But Glenn Talbot has no words with which to answer. He knows that everything done at Gamma Base was done to rid the world of the menace called the Hulk. But if these people do not believe, as he does, that the Hulk must be destroyed, then nothing he can say will change their minds. They will decide their course of action, just as he must decide his, for the good of the nation. I adjourn this hearing until tomorrow morning. Thank you for your testimony, Colonel Talbot. Clack. The hearing over, the visitors file from the committee room. Do you think Congress will really vote to cut off funds from Gamma Base, Betty?
The committee will issue their report in a few days, Rick. We'll know. The world will know. Then.
Indeed, within the week, the world does not know the intent of the United States Congressional Committee regarding the joint military. Civilian Research Command calls Gamma Base. No money for Hulkbusters. New York Post. Daily Bugle. Congress cuts funds for Gamma Base. New York Times. Funds for Gamma Base cut off. Today, Congress defunded Gamma Base. Life Gamma doomed. Time Gamma Base cut. There are those who follow the news more avidly than most. Rick Jones reads of it in a coffee shop where he is entertaining.
Wow, they really did it. But does this mean they're going to stop hunting the Hulk?
Somewhere over the Colorado Rockies, Betty Ross wonders the same thing.
Glenn must be crushed. Taking over the Hulk hunting crusade from Daddy was always his dream. Why do both my father and my ex-husband hate the Hulk so? Could it be because I still happen to still be in love with the man inside the monster? Poor Bruce Banner. I hope the closing of the Gamma Base means that they'll finally leave him alone.
Deviating from her logged course, Betty Ross drops a parcel over a seemingly uninhabited mountain valley. It contains medicine, books, and a newspaper. Its recipients are a race of animal-evolved changelings, whose existence is known only to a handful of humans, one of whom, Fred Sloan, has chosen to dwell amongst them.
Is this news of some importance to the blog biography you were writing about the Hulk, Fred?
The shutdown of Gamma Base? I'll say it is, Wood God. It means a whole new chapter, and the end of an era. Let us now turn our attentions to the reactions on Gamma Base itself. At the base hospital, Leonard Doc Sampson relates the news to his patient, General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. This could cause the old man to have a relapse, but I had to break it to him before he heard the base scuttlebutt.
So they've taken Gamma Base away from me, dismantled my dream. What's left for this old soldier except retirement?
In the corridors of Gamma Base, feelings of loyalty among the staff run high.
Congress leaked their report to the press before even notifying the colonel.
He's been locked inside his office all day.
Waiting for official confirmation, I would guess. Captain Bowman, Lieutenant Periwinkle, and Dr. Maxwell are all relatively new to Gamma Base. They do not look forward to being reassigned. Meanwhile, behind the doors of the base commander's office, "I'm sorry that report was leaked, Colonel Talbot. The President extends his regrets." "You didn't feel sorry enough to call in person, though, Mr. Vice President." "I didn't hear that, Colonel. We must have a bad connection." "Yes, sir. Thank you for calling, sir."
Civilians. They think they can end the menace of the Hulk with an act of Congress? I alone know how dangerous, how deadly the Hulk can be. And, command or no command, I won't rest until I see him dead.
The clamor caused in the States by the closing of Gamma Base is muted as one crosses the vast Atlantic. Here, in the Israeli port city of Tel Aviv, while they have heard of the monster the Americans call the Hulk, they really do not believe that such a creature exists. They are about to be convinced. After weeks at sea, the freighter Star of David returns home. "Prepare to unload cargo, lads."
Aye, aye, Captain.
All dialogue translated from the Hebrew, Al.
"Raise winches."
As hatches are unbatted, allowing fresh air into musty cargo holds, the creak of winch chains signals that the unloading has begun. The Star of David carries medicines, foodstuffs, clothing, and a stowaway. No one aboard ship is aware of his presence. He has scarcely left the hold, save when driven forth by hunger. His foraging for food was always undertaken in the dead of night, and with the utmost stealth. And he was quickly driven back to the hold by the incredible seasickness that has racked his frail form. He has been careful to avoid discovery. Now it seems that all his precautions will have been for naught. What? Moving? Some kind of net around me. We must have reached a port. They know I'm in here, and they're trying to capture me. Ah!
The winch. It's shaking. Hold it steady.
I am, but something inside the cargo bale is making it leap, about as if it is possessed by the very devil. The winch operator has chosen an apt metaphor, for the cargo bale suddenly explodes from within, as if destroyed by a savage demon. The stowaway is no longer seasick, no longer weak from hunger, no longer scared of discovery. He is also no longer human. Dr. Bruce Banner's fear and panic have caused his pulse to quicken, his irradiated blood to race through his veins, triggering his transformation into the Incredible Hulk.
Men try to catch Hulk in net, but Hulk will smash.
Beard of the Prophet. Emerging from the hold. It's a monster.
Also translated from the Arabic, Al. Policewoman Ruth Ben Sarah is one of the first to respond to a distress call from the docks.
"It is a monster, snarling threats in English. I would prefer to subdue the creature alone, without endangering others. But my duty demands I report this disturbance."
Policewoman Ben Sarah's call quickly procures reinforcements.
"The military? But I notified my police precinct."
You did right, policewoman. But from your description, we knew the beast could be none other than the American Hulk. All intelligence reports classify the creature as incredibly powerful, supremely savage, and capable of understanding only one language: brute force.
The Israeli military opens up on the man-monster, with every weapon at their disposal. Not only do they further enrage the Jade Giant, they also bring him down to earth.
Hulk does not know where he is. Hulk does not care. All Hulk knows is that wherever Hulk goes, puny soldiers shoot at Hulk. Hulk doesn't like it, and Hulk will teach soldiers to stop it. Now! The creature's still coming. Call in the tanks.
Tanks! No! This entire area would be devastated. I must attempt to stop this Hulk. As Sabra.
In the shadows behind some cargo bales, policewoman Ben Sarah begins to remove her uniform. Unfortunately, those same cargo bales are directly in the path of the oncoming Hulk.
Hulk doesn't understand soldiers. Doesn't know why they want to hurt Hulk. But Hulk doesn't need to understand. To smash!
And whatever is in the Hulk's way usually does not remain in his way for long.
Oh! The cargo bales! Crashing back upon me! No time to get away!
Whatever policewoman Ben Sarah intended to do to oppose the Incredible Hulk must, for the moment, be the subject of conjecture. There is no question, however, as to what the enraged Hulk intends to do about the forces arrayed against him.
Well, soldiers, will you leave Hulk alone now? You scattered my entire platoon, destroyed our vehicles with your bare hands. You are a monster. Keep back. Hulk doesn't understand what soldier is saying, but Hulk understands bullets. No! Bullets are meant to hurt Hulk. But nothing can hurt Hulk like Hulk can hurt you. So leave Hulk alone, soldier. Do you understand? Leave Hulk alone.
The Israeli commandant does not understand the Hulk's language, but the monster's meaning is quite inescapable.
Yes, you understand Hulk now. Soldier will leave Hulk alone.
Striding away from the stunned serviceman, the Jade Giant seeks the shadows of a dockyard alleyway. He is only dimly aware that he is no longer in the country of his origin, and he is totally unconcerned over the chaos his imported savagery has caused. Behind a cluster of cargo bales, policewoman Ruth Ben Sarah comes to.
What hit me? Oh, the monster. The green-skinned creature that officer called the Hulk.
Swiftly scanning the dockyard, the policewoman discovers that
He's gone, leaving a swath of destruction in his wake. The military are in no shape to go after the Hulk. That leaves me to stop the monster before he menaces the rest of Tel Aviv. Not as policewoman Ruth Ben Sarah, of course, but as Sabra, superheroine of the State of Israel.
Editor's note: the word Sabra denotes a native-born Israeli, the name derived from an indigenous form of fruit, a prickly pear possessed of a sweet interior, and a spiny outer surface to protect it from its enemies. Quilled cape streaming behind her, the female fury soars into the skies of Tel Aviv. She is determined to preserve her homeland from the ravages of the Hulk. But the high-flying Sabra is in search of a savage green powerhouse, not a haggard, stumbling, pale-skinned American scientist.
Where is Hulk? Why is Hulk here? All Hulk knows is that he is hungered, and tired.
So very hungry. So very, very tired. It is an exhausted Bruce Banner who peers out from the shadows of the alleyway onto the bustling streets of Tel Aviv. Where in heaven's name has the Hulk brought me to this time? I remember him wanting to get out, away from the States, to some place where he'd find peace. Somehow, I don't think this is what my alter ego had in mind. At that moment, a familiar cry rings out in the marketplace.
Stop, thief!
The watermelon is almost as big as the hunger of the Arab youth who has filched it. Unfortunately, his frail limbs are unequal to the task of making off with his ill-gotten gains. That boy, being chased by a mob. For a second, the famished physicist stares at the starving street urchin. A second is all it takes for the perennially hunted American to identify with the young Arab and to make his decision. That way! The kid ran that way! They fell for it. Oldest trick in the world. You and your watermelon can come out of hiding now, son. The parade's gone by. Oh, I forgot. You probably don't understand.
I speak good English. I learned it from American tourists like you.
Son of a... Well, you can call me Bruce. And while we're eating that forbidden fruit, you can tell me where I am. Soon. So I'm in Israel, in Tel Aviv. Well, I guess it's nice to know the name of the place one wakes up in. What's your name, son? Between bites.
I am Sahad. You are a strange American, Bruce.
Why?
Most Americans, they are rich. They carry cameras and big pocketbooks that small hands can reach into.
You mean you're a pickpocket, Sahad?
Sometimes it is very hard to be an Arab in Israel. Both my people and the Israelis say that this land is theirs. They could share it, but two very old books tell them they must kill each other over it. Me, I don't read books. I look for work, and when there is no work at the big hotels, running errands for the tourists, I pick their pockets, or beg. Alms, sir, alms for the poor. My old mother has not eaten all week, sir.
Little beggar.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir, thank you, sir.
What did you tell him to make him give you your money, Sahad?
Oh, all about my starving mother and 15 sisters.
Is that true?
Who knows? Maybe. Would you like more to eat, Bruce? I owe you a favor, and I have never treated an American before.
In that case, Sahad, I accept. As Sahad heads toward a nearby cafe, Bruce Banner ponders. Sahad and I have some things in common. No families, no security. But that's where it stops. No one's hunting him. No one hates him. No one's trying to hurt him. The lucky kid doesn't have a care in the...
Saad!
The explosion has reduced the Israeli cafe to rubble. Ignoring the half-naked foreigner, the perpetrators of the bombing step forward to claim their due.
In the name of Arab sovereignty over these lands, we deal retribution to those who would steal from us.
Terrorists! They bombed the cafe, and now they're going to finish off the survivors.
But what of... Sahad?
Quickly, brothers!
The Israeli military will soon arrive. Slay any who yet live.
No. Killers. Murderers. Butchers.
Merciful Allah. Who?
Masked men have killed Hulk's friend. Now Hulk will kill masked men.
Witness a Hulk gored by grief, racked by rage, filled with a fury that surpasses understanding. Fresh from the devastation at the docks, Sabra spies the Hulk raging amidst the dead and dying. Her reactions are not dictated by logic.
The monster, amidst the ruins of a cafe bombed by terrorists. He is in league with the butchers. Now let him know the paralyzing sting of Sabra's energy quills. The monster stands, while the terrorists quiver helplessly. The Hulk still stands.
Flying girl attacks Hulk. Sticks Hulk with stinging needles.
Stinging needles? My energy quills are the deadliest anti-personnel weapon ever devised by the Israeli super agent program. I was sworn to keep the program and my secret identity a secret, so as not to forewarn our enemies. But I am sure that my superiors will forgive me for breaking my oath to deal with this emergency.
Girl shoots needles at Hulk again. Needles sting Hulk like bees. Go away, girl, or Hulk will squash you. Huh? Hulk's slap sounded so weak. What is wrong with Hulk?
My energy quills are finally affecting him. Good. If they can weaken him, then perhaps an overdose will bring him down.
Grrr!
What does it take? The energy quills are sending enough of a jolt through the brute's nervous system to lay low a regiment. But the Hulk is still coming.
Girl tries to hide from Hulk on top of bus. Hulk will throw girl and bus across city. Hulk can barely lift bus.
The creature complains of weakness, and yet overturns a bus barehanded. I am fortunate to be alive, having attacked him while he was at the peak of his power. Now it is merely a matter of time. Once the brute's cellular system is attacked by the paralytic quality of my energy quills, his downfall is a certainty.
Sabra is overconfident. When it comes to the Incredible Hulk, nothing is certain.
Hulk feels so dizzy, weak. Why is Hulk here? What is Hulk fighting for? Boy! Hulk remembers. Yes, Boy was Hulk's friend. Boy fed Hulk. Now Boy is dead. Hulk came here to get away from death, but all Hulk has found is more fighting. Is whole world crazy? Is there nowhere Hulk can go to find peace?
The Hulk's rage flushes the paralytic agent in the energy quills from his system. Revived and restored, at the height of his power, the Hulk rises up, angry.
Star of David, I thought he was finished.
This time, the Hulk strikes in earnest. Sabra is fortunate that fate has delivered a squadron of Israeli police to cushion her landing.
Look out! Woof! Who?
I am Sabra, officer, military code designation SA 1980. You can check my credentials after we deal with the Hulk.
But the Green Goliath has no intention of wasting any more time on those he terms puny humans.
Hulk is taking boy away from here. Do not try to stop Hulk, or you will be sorry.
For obvious reasons, they believe him. But still, being human, they make the attempt no matter how futile it may appear.
The monster's leaping away, bearing the body of a boy slain by the bomb blast. The terrorists with whom the creature was in league have been arrested. They will pay for their crime. But if this monster, this Hulk, thinks that he can unleash his savage strength upon the soil of Israel and then escape with impunity, he must be taught the error of his ways.
Hours later, after a chase that leads her over Israel's western desert towards the neighboring state of Jordan, Sabra at last catches up with her quarry.
Why has the Hulk brought the boy's body here, to this god-forsaken stretch of desert? Am I wrong in crediting the creature with that much intelligence? He seems pure savagery. Perhaps there is no motive to his madness. Hulk, I will speak to you in English. Hear me. You have wreaked destruction beyond imagination since your arrival in our land. At first I thought you acted mindlessly, but since you are in league with those Arab assassins, I now suspect your presence was a carefully planned diversion, devised by the terrorists to draw our military away from the scene of their crime. I charge you with complicity in their act of barbarous terrorism, and with the murder of that boy.
Huh? You say Hulk killed boy? Liar! Boy was Hulk's friend. Boy died because... Yes, Hulk knows. Hulk remembers. Hulk will tell you. Boy died because boy's people and yours both want to own land. Boy died because you wouldn't share. Boy died because of 2 old books that say his people and yours must fight and kill for land. Now boy is dead, but boy didn't even read books. Ah! Hulk came looking for peace, but there is no peace here.
For an instant, Sabra prepares to give chase. She is, after all, an Israeli superagent, a soldier, a weapon of war. But she is also a woman, capable of feeling, capable of caring. It has taken the Hulk to make her see this dead Arab boy as a human being. It has taken a monster to awaken her own sense of humanity. And the next issue, the Hulk travels to Egypt to encounter terror in the crypt of chaos. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.